Hello, Nhan.
Hello, Mr.
Hello,
Hello,
Nhan.
Mr. Alexis.
Hello, Nhan. How are you?
How are you?
I'm
I'm very
feeling
good. How about you?
very good, very good. Thanks for asking. Can you see
Thank
me?
Yeah, I can see you well.
Very good, fantastic. Okay, so Nhan, can you tell me what you and I talked yesterday in our class?
Yesterday, I remember that we talked about the grammar, but let me see. The something that I don't remember what is
Okay,
its name.
I'm
It's
gonna
like
tell you.
I,
I'm gonna
I
t- I'm gonna tell you
okay.
what you and I talked yesterday in our class. So in our previous class, I think my speaker is too up. I need to let me see. Lower the volume. Can you hear me well?
Very good.
Okay, very
That's
good.
good.
Fantastic. So yesterday in our class, what we talked about was in regards of uh, you know, adjectives, all right? How we use
Yeah,
adjectives
adjective.
plus the first thing I gotta tell you is that an adjective is a word that um we usually use to describe somebody or to describe a person or maybe to describe a person or a characteristic of something. All right, this is an adjective, but yesterday what we did was to learn how we use an adjective along with a preposition. Do you see my light blinking?
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, yeah, a
And
bit.
also I can
Uh,
see the homework, but I'm in another device and I can see your letter. We see it was an informal letter, Nhan. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do today is to read your letter, and afterwards, so we are going to continue with the rest of the class. All right, and then review the previous lesson and proceed with the next lesson. So give me just 1 second, real quick. So you can see it's cold. Take some water. Hello, there.
Hello.
Okay, first thing we're gonna do now, I want you to start reading the letter for me. I think I'm not able to see your face.
My cam like is broken. I
Okay.
cannot turn on it. Like it just black.
Oh, I
Okay,
see.
let me read it.
Certain issues. You can start with the letter. Let me see what you do.
Hello, my friend. Is everything okay? I hope you are doing good. International Women's Day is coming. Have you planned to give gifts to your sister? Uh, as for me, I will make a handmade card and a beautiful bouquet of flowers for my mother. Get back to me as soon as possible. Wait, like this one, reply. I think I would change to reply to me as soon as possible so I can suggest you some goodies. Goodbye, my Nhan. Yeah, it's just a short
Okay.
letter.
Durlan, hello, my friend. Let me see. I'm just gonna be double checking. Hello.
Wait
Dear,
for the word. Get back to me as soon as possible. So can I change it to reply for me as soon as possible? Reply to me.
formal letter. It's fine. Let me see. Durlan, hello, my friend. Is everything okay? So not only even it's informal or formal, you need to address the person. It's not a conversation. Hello, dear friend. I'm writing to you to inform you that I'm gonna be doing this. I hope you are fine. This. Something like that. But that thing is fine. Hello, my friend. Is everything okay? I hope you're doing good. International Women's Day is coming. Have you planned to give gifts to your sister? As for me, I will make a handmade card and a beautiful bouquet, flowers bouquet in this case, bouquet of flowers. A flower bouquet is for my mother. Get back to me as soon as possible so I can suggest you some goodies. Goodbye, Juan Tien Nhan. Okay, pretty good. So I'm reading in another computer because I have some issues over here with Zoom and Zalo. I corrected.
Okay.
I'm on Zalo. I'm able to open Zalo, but the matter is I'm currently using two devices. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Let me share my screen.
Okay.
So maybe we can work better with it. Nhan, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it. Two-way grammar, past tense contrast. Right.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's our today's topic. But first, I'm gonna refresh what we covered before, just to take some moments. Okay, so let me just review this with you. So yesterday in our class, we learned about the use of an adjective. Obviously, as you know, an adjective, we use them to describe feelings, are often used in this structure. Adjectives plus prepositions plus noun. So different adjectives take different prepositions. For example, I am bored with this weather. Or are you scared of spiders? And in and also another thing is when we use them with WH questions. For example, the preposition often goes off at the end. For example, what are you angry about? Who is she scared of? So, and then we practice that in some sentences that you did yesterday. So we have different prepositions here that we can use in this chart. For example, like confused, about, guilty about, depressed about, relief about, angry about, with please with, fed up with, satisfied with, irritated with. So something that you're feeling, all right? It has to do more with feeling. Bored, like you feeling bored with. So jealous of, proud of, afraid of, ashamed of, scared of. You got that?
Yeah. Okay.
You're seeing my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see it. Jealous of, proud of, afraid of. Of.
Okay. Also, we practice with this exercise. And I ask you, I gave you that example. When did you last feel nervous? So there you can say about a month ago, I had a piano exam. I was really nervous about it. We just use this stereotype only to rely in the previous example so that you can know how to do that. Okay.
Okay.
Another thing, the suffixes. So we didn't cover this part. Here we have a set of suffixes. Obviously, as you may know, suffixes, those are parts of the words, all right, that can be used to complement a word. For example, you have disappoint. You already know what disappoint is, right? Do you know what is disappoint?
Yeah, like
Oh,
you
okay.
feel. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, like feel down about something or feel bad about something. You feel
Angry,
disillusion. Yeah,
or you can feel angry sometimes,
yeah,
right?
disillusion probably. And the thing is that so you complete, all right? You complement this with this surface, like these surfaces, like disappoint. Then you add to it, you add to this letter, this part, the suffix meant, yon, and ness. For example, disappoint, meant, hesitate, shun, happiness.
Disappointness.
Okay, there, since we already learned that learn this box, so we're gonna read this information, all right? So we
Okay.
already did. We use the suffix to form nouns from the verbs and adjectives below. So now we're gonna write, or we are going to complete this chart in the correct column of the chart. You may also use a dictionary to help you if necessary. You have, for example, this word, meant. Is there any adjective that you will add in this route?
Impression. Okay.
Enjoyment,
Enjoyment.
something else?
Irritation. No.
Mm,
Depression. No.
check
Depressed.
the
No, depression.
yawns, nas. Which
Depression.
one was gonna be the right one?
Depression. Depression. And
Excitement. That could be also
excitement.
excitement. All right. So you have
Okay.
confusion.
Confusion. No more. Wait, let me see.
Check the
Enjoy.
words that you
No.
have on top. Check the words you have on top, and then you may have a nice answer for me.
Nervation. Nervation. No.
So let me show you. You have confusion, depression, irritation. So also you have
Kindness. Sadness. Uh, nervousness. Yeah, sadness too.
sadness. All right. So now we may complete these sentences with nouns on the chart. In exercise number one, more than one answer may be possible. It's going to be optional. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes, all right, if you want, or maybe we can do it all at once, but I may give you 2 minutes so that you analyze. So just give me a second and analyze to complete the 6 sentences that I'm going to ask you for. Okay, do you understand the task?
Yeah.
Okay, you can consider any of this, but I will encourage you to have the first one. For example, look at this. My dad, my brother, and my sister all have first names beginning with V, which causes a lot of confusion when the pause arrives. Something common. It happens with my sons, with my children, I mean. So,
After losing.
yeah.
Okay, keep going. After losing her job, she suffered from nervousness for several years. I'm not very good at tennis, but I get a lot of uh, enjoyment from it. Uh, uh, thank you for showing me such
Okay, let me see. Thank you for showing me such.
excitement. No, excitement. You
Okay,
were there when I needed you. Kindness. Thank you for showing me such kindness. You were there when I need you. Yeah, imagine my mm, my when I fell off my seat in the middle of the play, my
okay,
sadness.
okay. Look at there. And number 6, I love going to football matches. This one.
Mm, you don't get the same excitement when you watch it on TV,
Okay,
right?
let's see. Look at the answers over there. Number 1, my dad and my brother and my sisters all have first names beginning with D, which causes a lot of confusion when the pulse arrives.
Yeah.
Number 2, after losing her job, she suffered from depression for several years. Number 3, I'm not very good at tennis, but I get a lot of enjoyment from it. Okay,
Okay. Number four.
thank you
Thank you.
for thank you for showing me such kindness. You were there when I needed you. Number 5, I imagine my nervousness when I fell off my seat in the middle of the play. Number 6, I love going to football matches. You don't get the same sadness when you watch it on TV.
Okay.
Okay, so understood.
Okay.
Now we can continue with the rest of the class. Grammar, past tense, contrast. So this is the first thing we're gonna do here, Nhan. We are going to read, that's all about comprehension. We are going to read Kyle's description of a memorable experience. What positive or what positive and negative effects, I'm sorry, effects did the weather have? So I want you to read it. Let's understand what's going
Well,
on over here.
when I was 15, I went to a music festival with my brother and his friends. We arrived on Friday evening. Looked at the pro-crime. Looked at the pro-crime and decided to go to the main stage of to hear Metallica. As we were walking across the park, there was a flash from lightning. A storm was coming. I thought it wasn't raining yet. When we reached the main stage, Metallica had started playing. We were all really impressed with the band. I'd watched a few of their songs on YouTube, but I hadn't seen them live. Their show was amazing. By this time, it was raining hard, but we didn't mind. In fact, it made the atmosphere more dramatic. Thousands of people were cheering and dancing in the rain. Then suddenly, the music stopped. The water had damaged the sound equipment. Okay.
Okay, so perfect. So Nyan, let me ask you the same question we just read. What positive and negative effects did the weather have?
Uh, the positive, so it make the atmosphere more dramatic, and the negative is the water damage the sound equipment.
Okay,
Right.
so let's continue. Well done. Positive effect. Positive effect. The rain made the atmosphere more dramatic. Negative effect. A
It
damage.
damaged the cell equipment.
The sound equipment. That's right. So let's go on. So I want you to look at the verbs in red in the test, and I want you to tell me what tense are they? Past simple, past continuous, or past perfect. So what I want you to do is to find an affirmative and negative example of each sentence. So there, among these sentences you have over there, I want you to find an affirmative. I'm sorry, let me just correct myself. I want you to, okay, identify what are these tenses. For example, the ones in past simple, the ones in past continuous or past perfect. So then in those verbs, you are going to find the affirmative negative example of each tenses, right? Or each tense. You got instructions?
Yeah.
Okay, just trying to get it to understand the instruction. And let me see. I
Uh,
was 15. What kind of tense is this one?
past simple.
Past simple. I went to
I
I mean,
went.
yeah.
This. I went as past simple. We arrived on Friday evening. Looked at the program and decided to go to the main stage to hear Metallica is past simple too. As we were walking across the park, there was a flash of lightning. It's the the past perfect. A storm was coming, although it wasn't raining yet. It's past continuous. When we reached the main stage, Metallica has started playing. It's past perfect. We were all really impressed on with the band. It's uh, past simple. I'd watched a few songs of a few of their songs on YouTube, but I hadn't seen them live. It's possible too, and their show was amazing. By this time, it was it was raining hard, but we didn't mind. It's past perfect. In fact, it made the atmosphere more dramatic. It's past simple, and thousands of
Let me see.
people were cheering.
And what
Thousands
we're
of
sharing, dozens of people were sharing.
past
What is it?
continuous. The
Okay.
music stopped. It's past simple, and
And the
the
last one,
water had damage. The last one is past simple.
past participle. Okay. Past perfect. I'm sorry. Um, let me see. Past perfect negative. Hadn't seen. Okay. So look at there. So we're gonna do the exercise number 3 as you already understand the activity. That's easy for you. We're gonna do this, learn this box, and along with this, the exercise in it. So we're gonna read we are going to read and complete the learn this box with the names of the tenses. So I want you to help me find examples of each rule in the test. Let's see. Past tenses. When we're narrating events in the past, we can use, give me a second.
We can use when to set the scene. The sun was shining. The birds were
Okay, give me just a second. Okay, give me 1 second. So I'm back. Are you there?
Hey, I'm here.
Okay. Okay, past tenses. Listen to this. We're gonna do the following. We'll be completing these rules, all right, to understand more the past tenses. Can you see me?
I can see you.
Okay. So welcome. Well, we'll be completing these rules. Okay. When we are narrating events in the past, we can use
Uh, the now, no,
we
now,
can
now to
use
set the past, past continuous to set
past
the set.
continuous to send the send. For example, the sun was shining and birds were singing. Number two, we use the past
Past
for actions
participle.
or events that happens one after another. Example, she,
Stood, she, she stood up, opened the door, and left.
all right. We use the
Past, past participle for an
we
action that or event erupted. A background event.
okay, we use the past simple for action or events that interact as background events. We use the
Past continuous.
we use the past continuous for the background event while we were having lunch. Example. Can you read this example for me?
While we were having lunch, my phone rang.
While we were having lunch, my phone.
My phone rang.
Okay.
We
We
use
use the
past
past
perfect.
perfect to talk about an event that happened before another event in the past. Can you read this one for me?
I couldn't find Susie because she had gone home.
Okay, I couldn't find Susie because she had gone home. Okay, well done. So let's continue. Here we have a grammar builder exercise. So that's pretty much had some examples similar to the rules we already studied just now. And then we're gonna cover this so you can understand more, all right, the way how they are structures. You know, this is referring of the different types of past. But as English speakers and or speakers of any other language, we need to know that in order for us to be accurate or to be fluent in a language, it's very important to master, the different types of tenses that we may have in a language. For example, now we have the past tenses. Okay, so it's important to know that we use the past tenses to talk about something which already happened in the past, something that is already done or something that already occurred, and we are making reference on that. So look at this. Let's see the difference among these kind of tenses. We use the past continuous to set the send. Example,
The bird, the birds were singing in the tree, in the trees that morning.
that's right. The verb we're seeing. So that is the we are seeing is the past continuous. We use the past simple to describe actions or event which happens immediately, right away, one after the other in the past. For example, Joanna walked down. Joanna walked down the road, turned left, then saw dogs for the first time.
And Joanna okay, and so okay.
Can you read it?
Joanna walked down the road, turned left, and saw the house for the first time.
Okay, so next one. We use the past continuous. Can you help me there? We use the past continuous
to describe an action which was in progress when another action interrupted it.
all right.
We use the past simple for the action that interrupted it.
That is correct. We use the past continuous to describe an action which was in progress, which means was taking place, all right? When another action, which means something that was being done was something that was being done was interrupted, all right? We use the past simple for an action that interrupted, that was stopped, all right? That is not being doing no more. So, example, can you read this one?
We were staying at the campsite. Well, yeah, while we were staying at the campsite, somebody stole my owner's camera.
Sorry?
While we were staying at the campsite, somebody stole the owner's
Camera, that's right. So look at this. Let's talk about past perfect. We use past perfect to talk about an event which happened before. Listen to this. We use past perfect to talk about an event which happens before another event in the past. Example, I wasn't
hungry because they had already eaten lunch.
But first, what is the scenario over here? I wasn't hungry. But then something else happened. And what was this something else that happens up ahead? In this sentence, Nhan, what was this other thing that happens that interrupted the sequence of what was being said? Did you understand the question, Nhan? Or do you want me to re-explain it? Nhan? Let me see. Nhan, are you there? I'm afraid the connectivity was having some issues. Nhan? Are you there? Nhan? Oh, I think your connectivity is having some issues.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you very well. Can you hear me?
Wait. Yeah, but sometimes I don't hear you like it. You stop. It's have some echo. Some stuff. Sometimes we stop. Yeah. I think I have some internet issue.
Can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Okay, let's continue. So let me re-explain this to you. So like I said before, we use the past perfect to talk about an event which happened before another event. Example of this. I wasn't hungry because
I had already eaten lunch.
let's see the next one. Notice that we, with regular verbs, very important.
What?
Notice that with regular verbs, the past simple and the past participle form of the past perfect is the same. Look at there. It's crouched, and it has crashed.
Okay.
Then we got however. With regular verbs, the past simple and the past participle form are often different. So let's see what's happened here. The first one, I saw
I saw Peter.
Peter.
He
That's right.
already seen me, and
Okay,
he
and the other
already
one
seen
is,
me.
what is the next
He
one?
already he already seen me.
Okay, well done. Okay, however, with regular verbs, the past simple and the past participle, however, with the regular verbs, the past simple and the past participle form are often different. For example, I saw,
So Peter.
I
Wait,
saw,
wait. I think that you didn't change the slide. Or you go to another slide.
let me see. Let me see. So no, that's the same one. I keep on the send. Can you see this? Let me see. Let me reshare my screen to you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the same. I don't know if you managed to see my slide. I'm gonna reshare it to you. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it now. Okay, I can see it now.
Okay, so let me see. However, with regular verbs, the past simple and the past participle form are often different. For example, the first one, I saw Peter, and then
And he he was already so.
he'd already seen me.
Okay.
There is a
Okay.
list of regular and irregular verbs that we can use for this purpose. Okay, look at there. So we're going to read these examples in the exercise. So we're going to complete each sentence with the past simple and the past continuous form in brackets. So there you have the answers. You're just going to read them to see how it works. The best structure. James was,
Waiting for the bus when he saw his girlfriend with another boy.
okay, Marcus,
Broke his arm while he was playing ice hockey.
number 3, we,
Stopped playing tennis because it was getting dark.
okay, we were,
Having dinner when my dad got home.
okay, number 5, the sun,
Was shining, so we decided to go to the beach.
okay, number 6, I was,
Listening to my MP3 player, so I didn't hear the doorbell.
okay, fantastic, amazing. So that's pretty much of this part, Nhan. So look at there. So we have this, we need to discuss the difference in meaning between these sentences. I want you to just to look at that. And as you can see here, we have different tenses of the past, and you will tell me what is the difference in meaning of these three sentences. Number one, when we got to this, when we got to the main stage, Muse played my favorite song. That's number one. When number two, when we got to the main stage, Muse were playing my favorite song. Number three, when we got to the main stage, Muse had played my favorite song. What is the difference here um, among these three sentences?
Okay. Uh, First, when we got to the main stage, Bill played my favorite song. So that means when they got to the stage, so they play already. The, they finished to play um the favorite song, and Mills were playing my favorite song. Like when they got to the main stage, so it still happened. The event that is playing the song still happened, and Mills had played my favorite song. That means that it played before, but it's still playing, right? It's it played
Yeah.
before, I guess.
So we can
I guess
see in
something
these
like
three sentences that there was a they were Muse was playing, right? It refers that Muse played, but it has different stages, all right? Like one is in the past, simple past, another one is on the past continuous, and the other one is on the past perfect. And you say, what is it? And you may say, what is the difference? But the thing is that past simple, the action just stop forever or just for the moment. Then in the continuous part, past continuous or past progressive, so the action was referring about an action that was in the past, but it still was being executed, was taking place. Next one, when you got to the main stage, Muse had referring to the past and the action had played my favorite song, which means had maybe once, all right, but has not continued anymore. And that's why we use the had in this case of the past. Like when we got the main stage, right? The main stage, which is the top, Muse had played my favorite song. That's pretty much in general
okay.
part of it. Are you understanding this part, Nhan?
Yeah, that's
Perfect. Anything you might not understand, don't hesitate to let me know. So Nyan, I'm gonna give you this one as a homework. Look at there. Oh my gosh. Let me see. No problem. Let me see if I can give you something better. Okay, I'm gonna send you on Zalo. Give me a second. Okay, just a second. Okay, check out. Give me just 1 second, Nyan. It's somehow as though talk about memorable or caution. Okay, check the homework.
okay. I see it. Okay, I see it.
Okay, Nyan, can you tell me what did we learn today in this class?